Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there.
I'm going through a phase of letting go and saying no. And I'm really watching how my people-pleasing patterns are coming out and how my truth is fighting with just old ghosts. Welcome to the Earn Your Happy podcast. I'm Lori Harder, founder of The Bliss Project, 3-time fitness world champion, fitness expert, and cover model turned self-love junkie, lifestyle entrepreneur, and author. Each week, I'll bring you a guest or a thought that will help you bust through your fears, connect to your soul, and get focused and clear so you can elevate your life, business, and relationships. We don't wait until we're ready for someone to tell us we're good enough. We take what we want and we anoint ourselves. Get ready to earn, own, and unapologetically rock your happiness every single day. Are you with me? Here we go. Welcome back to the Earn Your Happy podcast. And it's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration into your day. So wherever we are, if you're on the step mill, if you're outside, if you're driving, if you're at work, if we're on lunch, share your lunch with me. I'm totally that kid who would want a part of your sandwich or your cookies. I will absolutely take bites because there's no calories in bites. So I hear and believe. So there's a quote that I love that is kind of for where I'm at right now. And I will tell you, with the new year, I have been like all over the place, but in the best way, because I can honestly say I'm in a place right now in my life where I'm just kind of accepting all emotions and I'm observing how my patterns want to judge an emotion. Like if it feels depressed or if it feels bored, or if it feels like I'm not doing enough, or if it feels like I should be doing something. Like I'm really observing how me slowing down a bit in certain areas is really causing old patterns to come up of you should be doing more. What the only way to get things done or to get things that you desire is to hustle, is to do more, is to do a lot, is to have things on the schedule. And I also have a part of me that believes that I can work, but also attract. So I'm in this state of duality with two fighting ideas existing in my mind at the same time. And I was just on a podcast with Alyssa Nobriga, who's going to be coming on the podcast. So her podcast isn't out yet, but really talking about giving each of these ideas a voice. And so this is an exercise I'm going to do. I haven't done it yet, so I'm inviting you all to do it with me, to write down the two contrasting ideas. The one that says, slow down, or go do that thing that you love, or go take that dance class, or say no to those people so that you can have some just space in your mind to not feel overwhelmed, because that's when you function best. Give that voice a voice. So when I say give it a voice, write down what it's saying, why it's saying it needs it, what it actually wants, how much time it actually needs, and then write the other voice that says, no, you need to hustle. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. You should be planning this. You should be trying this. Write down that voice and where that voice is coming from as well. Then underneath both of them, write the pros and cons. So maybe write the fears of each one of those voices, right? And then write what the truth is. So write the fears of what the voices are. So for example, write the fear of the voice of, relaxing, right? Or of doing less and saying no. Well, I'm going to disappoint people. I'm scared people won't like me. I'm afraid that I'm not going to get anything done. I'm afraid, whatever those fears are, list them all out and then write the truth underneath that. The truth is people will still like me. The truth is the people who don't like me for slowing down and honoring myself and respecting myself aren't people I want in my life anyway, so I can release them. The truth is, what else is the truth for you? And then on the other side, that's the hustle side, you can write, what's the fear around not doing that? If I don't do this, I feel like nothing's going to come to me. If I keep doing this, I'm afraid I'm going to burn out, or whatever those fears are. And then write the truth underneath it. The truth for me is that if I keep this hustle up, I have no spark for life left. The truth is I can't hear that voice, that my soul, I can't hear that voice of God. I can't hear that voice of whatever it is that helps guide me if I keep hustling like this. The truth is that even in the nothingness, there is something beautiful happening, and to trust that. So maybe underneath that, right? I trust, and create what you trust, because at the end of the day, I know if you listen to this podcast, you know how I feel. It is all made up anyway. It's just one big decision to choose how you want to feel, and choose who you want to be, and choose how you want this life to play out. Because as you think it, so it shall be. And as you act it out, you will become. And as you take this action, that now changes into your identity, right? Because the last podcast I talked about, or a couple podcasts ago, I talked about how Tony Robbins says that action changes your identity. You become it when you do it, right? And you do it when you think it. And you think it when you choose to let go of your old identity, when you choose to believe that's not who you are, when you choose to know that you actually get to choose. So back to that quote, because that's just how I am. I forget everything. Just kidding. That would be like a terrible mantra for me to have. All right. So most folks are as happy as they make their minds up to be. Most folks are as happy as they make their minds up to be. So that's Abraham Lincoln. And it also might be most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be, because I was reading it wrong. So choose your quote of the day. I love that quote because it's the truth. Because I'm going through a phase of letting go and saying no And I'm really watching how my people-pleasing patterns are coming out and how my truth is fighting with just old ghosts, right? How my truth is fighting with old ways and things that I was told and ways that aren't actually the truth. Now, I do not want you to take this podcast and think that you can just sit there and not do without it happening, because I do believe that you need to take massive action, and you will have years where you are just working your ass off like no other, and it's required. And then you will have to observe when that is no longer working or serving you. And don't worry, you'll get signs. And to rest, right? And I also believe that maybe that's a lie too, that maybe that's made up too. I do know that you will have to hustle, but I think that there are ways that you could build in self-care and some time off. And I was terrible about that in the beginning. But you will have times and days where you are just making it happen. And sometimes there isn't a huge break. But if you can project and look down the road and build it in, please learn to do that early on now. So back to the quote again, most folks are about as happy as they make their minds up to be. And I'll tell you, even in the moments when I was like hustling and tired and exhausted, I had to continue to choose why I was happy about that, right? And now in the questionable boredom or the questionable, I hate even calling it boredom, but it's a feeling I'm experiencing and I don't want to judge it. So, because I just don't know what I should be doing, even though I'm finding things to do. It's just not a pull in a certain direction like what I'm used to. So I'm just working this out right now on this, I almost said radio station, but you guys, these are different points in our lives that if we can just let them be and actually feel them, like take the time to feel them, take that 90 seconds to actually feel them, right? Then it's going to pass. Again, I was just talking to Alyssa, and it's 90 seconds. That emotion will pass if you truly, deeply sit and feel it, and then you can choose again. So what we choose is what we will get. Always. What we choose is what we will get. So I'm sending you guys so much love today. I think this is actually a quickie. Like it actually falls under quickie, where normally I tend to talk a little bit more than just a quickie. So I'm so grateful for you in this beautiful new year. I'm so excited about all of the things that you have planned and that you have going on. And I have no doubt that they will happen for you. Speak them, declare them, write them every single day. Speak them out loud so that you hear them in your own words. Say them right now after this podcast or during this podcast so that you can hear yourself becoming the person who talks like your future self, who talks like the person who already has the manifestation. Become her or him now. Choose that person right now. Remember that your identity shifts through actions. Your identity shifts through actions. So until next time, everyone, I'm so grateful for you, and earn your happy. Bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me on the Earn Your Happy podcast. I am so glad that you stopped by. If you could take 1 second to share this episode with someone you think would love it, that would be absolutely amazing, and we would be forever grateful. Also, please leave us a review if you feel so moved by going to iTunes and leaving us an honest thought, an honest comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear more of. It would really help us out on our journey to helping thousands and thousands of people. Until then, don't forget to earn your happy. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. And I want to make sure that you have my phone number, and I'm not kidding. Did you know that I have a community text number? For real. My phone number is 310-496-8363. This goes directly to my phone. All you have to do is text the word daily to 310-496-8363. And I literally text you every single day, Monday through Friday. I actually just got done 30 seconds ago texting a bunch of people back And I talk to you all of the time. You guys, people always ask me how I got my community text number and how it works. Well, all you have to do is you can just go to community.com and get your own. Community makes it easy to get a phone number that you can use to build your audience using text. People just text you at your number and they're added to your group. Then you can text them out audios, video links, anything you want. You guys, I text out happy birthday videos. I love to send podcast links, thoughts about life, book recommendations, different events that I'm doing in the local area. Texting gets me out of the noise of social media and directly into your hand. And now you can start texting your people too. Just go to community.com to get your phone number. They give you a 10-digit real phone number, not those weird short codes that look like spam, but it's more than a phone number. Your new number comes with an inbox for SMS and texting. This means you can actually manage your text list from your computer and an app on your phone. You can schedule text to send at certain times and to certain groups. You can even set up auto replies or let your assistant or customer service team answer your text messages via Community's awesome dashboard. Just go to community.com and ask for a free demo. They'll show you how it works and get you your number. It's time to start texting your audience versus just posting on social media. Everyone uses Community for that. So go check them out at community.com. I can tell you it's not just great for communicating with my audience, but Chris and I use Community and our texts to also sell out our launches. I'm telling you, you get such an incredible response because you really are creating a true deep sense of community and it's so intimate. It's freaking amazing. Go check it out at community.com. Hey, I know if you're listening to this podcast that you have big dreams and big goals. And one of the things that can really stop you is struggling with your marketing. Trust me, I have been there. Are you using 10 different systems just to build your online business? Then I want you to try Kajabi. Kajabi helps you build your web pages, set up funnels, and sell your courses, content, coaching, or communities. You've been hearing me talk a lot about funnels on this podcast and the importance of your email list. You can get a free trial at kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com. I've talked about Kajabi before, but here's something that's super cool and new. They just rolled out an AI assistant for creating your online course curriculum. And this means you just type in a topic that you want to create on a course or webinar and bam, it just generates a sample outline for you. It takes a ton of the hard work away. Of course, you're going to customize it to be your own, but this really helps you get over the struggle of how in the world to start, which is where most people stop. If you're like me, starting is always the hardest part, and that's what makes Kajabi so popular. They've made it easier for creators to build web pages, build courses, build coaching programs, build membership sites, build checkout pages, and build email funnels. So if you're struggling with any of those, you got to go check it out. Go to kajabi.com. Kajabi was really the first all-in-one system and is trusted by over 100,000 creators. I think that's good enough for me. Also has influencers and marketers who use this. And now their smart AI platform makes it easy to take what you know and turn it into an online course and business. Go start building with a free trial at kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com.
Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently. And most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.